Oh, sorry. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
How I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I'll just give you a small introduction of mine. Hi, my name is Sahil. I currently reside in Delhi, but I'm actually from Kerala, but completely born brought up in Delhi. I've done my education from different parts within the country, few of the places being Delhi, Kerala, and Bangalore. And my interest and hobbies would include a lot around cooking food, playing football, and even watching football, and a lot about music. Yeah. So that would be my small introduction. It's your chance now.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you remember we had a session earlier?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Not. I am very familiar with the name because your surname is quite unique. I've never came across this. So I
Okay.
saw your name popping up. I figured like I kind of understood. Okay, maybe I have had a session. I was gonna ask you that after the introduction, but yeah.
All right.
So we have had a session long time.
Okay. Yes, yes. I think long time back we had a session, but the way you gave your introduction, I recalled that we had a session earlier. I don't know. Okay,
Yes,
it's
it's
so
true. That's
nice.
copy paste.
Yeah, maybe because it's an introduction, so you cannot invent it. All right.
Trying to recall. I'm trying to recall so hard. Because a fun fact, yesterday I was just checking through the number of sessions that I've taken till now. So my number of sessions that I've taken till now are 450 plus.
Oh
So
my God.
it's not.
Yeah, then it's pretty obvious. I could recall you, but I think something was about your looks only I'm talking about. Something was different in that last session, and now it's different. So I'm gonna go and check like what was different because otherwise I would have recognized you like, but it's
It,
okay.
it's probably my spectacles that I'm not using today. So it probably might have,
Maybe,
maybe. But yeah,
maybe.
I like to keep on changing my look. So probably you'll see me in very short hair back then. I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, I think yeah, that was the change maybe. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably that. Cool.
Okay.
How have you
Yeah.
been since the last time we met? I mean, that was long time ago. I don't even remember if it was
Yeah.
before New Year or after New Year. So, what's happening? I mean, can you tell me like what interesting things are happening in your life?
Interesting things. Okay. I think interesting things doesn't happen with you. It's just you need to create things which are interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it will be a boring life. You get up, you go to work, you come back, you have your lunch, dinner, and again the same routine. But if
Mm-hmm.
you really want interesting things to happen in your life, you need to uh take out time for the things.
Mm-hmm.
Like what I feel is interesting currently is I like reading. So if
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading something very interesting or something which I haven't read before, that seems interesting to me, and yeah, I like to share those things either on WhatsApp or Instagram. So these are the things I'm doing currently. Other than that, I like to listen to broadcast nowadays. Okay, so I don't believe in listening only. I do watch and listen. So I use YouTube normally.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, these are the things which interests me. Interests me. I'm not sure.
Which interests me. Yeah, it's a right
Yeah,
use. Yeah.
which interests me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in near future, I think I am going to continue these things, and I'm going to learn something out of it. Actually, I'm looking forward to improve my vocabulary a lot. So I am trying these things lately, yeah, or
Oh,
recently, or currently actually, yeah,
currently,
not lately.
lately, recently,
Lately would be in the past, right?
lately, yeah.
Lately means.
It's not that you have started off with this thought today, right?
Hmm.
You had this thought since a long
Yeah.
time. Yeah, so you can use
Mm-hmm.
lately. Currently is like, okay, today I thought about this. Yeah.
Okay.
And recently is like, okay, now at 11:27 or 11:25 a.m. I thought about this. So this is how you can categorize it. But I think the better usage would be lately. Okay.
Lately only.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Great. Yeah.
Uh, okay. So can you tell me, okay, you have, what are you currently reading?
Okay, currently I haven't started. Actually, I have ordered two books and I
Mm-hmm.
haven't started. I was waiting for the weekend
Mm-hmm.
since I'm working. So
Mm-hmm.
today I think I'm going to start a book, Ikigai, the Japanese one.
The guy, yeah, the pink and the white color book, right?
Blue one, I think.
No, Ikigai is pink and white if I'm not wrong. But I've understood the book. Probably, I don't
I
know.
have, yeah, I have ordered blue one, but I'm not sure. I am just hoping that that both the books should be same only. Otherwise,
Oh no, it would be same. Yeah, it's a blue one. My bad, my bad. It's a blue one with a
okay,
white.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, my bad. I jumbled with two books. Okay, fair enough. So may I know like what was
Okay,
your thought
yeah.
process behind ordering this book?
Okay, so actually, I have a list of books I want to read. I
Mm-hmm.
actually, if I'm reading something or if I'm, sorry, watching something, there are so many people who recommend books to you. Okay, so I
Mm-hmm.
always go with recommendation. I like,
Mm-hmm.
that excites me. Why this person is recommending this book only? There
Mm-hmm.
should be something about that book. So yes, that book has recommended by a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I think you will understand the purpose of life or something about life in that book, and that is Japanese one. So that also excited me, like
Mm-hmm.
how the thought process would be about what is the thought process of someone who is not in Indian culture, or who is not surrounded by, or whose mentality would be different, but
Mm-hmm.
obvious because he's from another country. So
Mm-hmm.
that is the thing about that book. And one more I have ordered, that was a combo. The second one was Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. I
Yeah.
follow Jay Shetty. I like his way of speaking. I like the way he expresses. So yeah, that excites me to read that book, or that encouraged me to read that book.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Tell me this, like you said that you follow Jay Shetty, right? So do you follow what he says or do you follow the way he says?
I think about Jay Shetty both the things. The
Mm-hmm.
way he says, encourage me, encourage me to like watch or read about him a lot,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes it is very important to understand what he's saying, but how he's saying encourages you to know more about that person. So I think how you're doing is really very important, no matter what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, both the things are good about him, like
Fair enough.
his way of speaking and his thoughts. And he was there in that monk things for quite long time. His
Mm-hmm.
way of his thought process is different from normal people. He
Mm-hmm.
go in depth of everything, and let then he explain. Then he
Mm-hmm.
explains. So yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Cool. So my question to you is this, like, is it possible for us to really relate to a person like Jay Shetty? I mean, I'm just asking. For example, the reason that I'm asking is what my thought process behind all of this is, like, I don't tend to follow influences because their way of living or their way of surrounding the environment that they have been born brought up in is entirely different from what me and you have been brought up in. Like, even that, for that matter
Yes.
of fact, our our way of upbringing or our way of environment is also very different. So is it possible for us to genuinely relate to whatever an influencer is saying?
Okay, so no, it's not necessary, it's not important that uh, if you read about them or if you follow them, you will become like them. No, not at all. Sometimes there are few things which are just important for you to know on that time or
Mm-hmm.
to understand. And I think he has a lot of experience about the things that,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, that's why I don't want to become like him, or I don't want to go into what kind of lifestyle he is living, or I do follow him, but I only take what I like about that. It's just that. And influencers are, I think, those people who can influence you or who can motivate you for that particular time period only. After
Mm-hmm.
that, you yourself can motivate you, and you yourself can lead your life the way you want to. They cannot. They'll just give you the GAN or the knowledge they have,
Mm-hmm.
but it's in your hand how you want to utilize that knowledge you have taken or you have understood about them. So
That's a very good
yeah.
point. That's a very good point. I really appreciate it. Okay, cool. So, only final few minutes of the session are left. So, is it okay if we can move towards
Yes.
suggestions and feedbacks?
Yes, and I would like to ask you, since I have, I think, openly told you that I'm trying to improve my vocab. Would you help me with some techniques other than this reading and listening things?
Mm, I try to pick up words from the people that I meet or the people that I talk to.
Okay.
Okay, because they are giving me a live practical example on where to use that word, on what situation to use that word. Okay, to be honest,
Yeah.
like I don't have an 100% hold on my vocabulary as well. I'm still learning, still evolving, because vocabulary is a very vast concept. Okay, so
Right.
my simple
Right.
and genuine suggestion to you would be is like, instead of forcing a word into your way of speaking, try to pick it up slowly. Don't stress about on the vocabulary part, because your English is good. Like, you have a basic sense of communication, you have a good polished way of speaking as well. Okay, so just be proud about that. Don't stress around about the fact, okay, I need to work on a vocabulary, I need to work on a, because no, look, communication at the end of the day is all about how are you able to express yourself and how is the other person able to understand. Yeah, if I use, polished words, or if I use this, sophisticated words in front of you, and if you're not able to understand, then what's the point of us communicating? A simple logic.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so
Right.
don't stress about on the fact that I
Right.
need to work on a vocabulary. You will pick it up. Trust me when I'm saying this, you will pick it up by yourself. Yeah, and majorly my only one way my way oh, sorry my suggestion would be, try to pick it up from the people that you're meeting, instead of trying to forcing it from an
Okay.
influencer or a podcast or a book. Try to pick it up from a very natural and raw environment. Okay.
Okay, but frankly, wherever I am going or in my environment or around me, there is no one who speaks in English, or I'm actually not getting the environment. Even though I'm going to office, people start speaking in their local language and Hindi, Marathi. So it's really difficult to, pick up new words or something new from them. That's why I use these things like books and podcasts. So
Mhm.
at least with the help of these things, I will learn something or new word, or how to use that word in your normal conversations. So this is the agenda behind all these things. Otherwise, nothing. And yes, thank you so much, because lately I am speaking to anyone, whether it is a conversation or a normal
Mhm.
uh, yeah, normal conversation or sessions on clapping or somewhere else.
Mhm.
Everyone is advising me to work on your vocabulary, and I was so much worked up. Like, how am I going to improve? But I'm feeling fine now. That okay, it will be fine. It will come to me naturally.
It's a very
So yeah,
natural thing,
thank you.
honestly. Yeah, I mean, don't stress about it, because it's a very natural thing. The people who tell you to work on a vocabulary also, if you sit and hear them talking. If they are using good words, fair enough. If they are not using good words, then they don't have any valid point on saying like pick up vocabulary, because it's a language. It's not mathematics. It's not science. It's a language. Language, like for example, if you in your mother's womb, you live up to like 9 months to learn your basic mother tongue, and then even after
Yeah,
like
yeah.
coming out into the world, you take another 2 years to pick up on words. It's a language, so it has to come naturally. You can't force it upon yourself. Yeah. And use, like, Clappingo is a very good
Correct.
platform wherein you will be able to pick out words. That is something that I can assure you. Yeah. So don't worry around that. This was the
Okay.
only
Yeah.
suggestion and feedback also that I had to give you, because on the technicality aspect, you have a good hold on your technicalities. There's no much problem. Just be a little more confident about yourself and your communication. That's it. That's the only feedback that I have to give you. Cool?
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.